Hey man, I've got a dirty little secret. I've been mixing in headphones for the last few weeks, and my clients, they ain't complaining. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Wavy Wayne from Wavy.wav.com. And if you don't know yet, this channel is all about helping you to record and mix better and faster. So what are you waiting for to hit that subscribe button again? Because I know you learning something. Anyway, man, this video is not just a plug for my amazing headphones, the Wavy One Studio headphones, you know, that you can get from my website right now, wavywayne.com. And actually in this video, if you watching, I'm gonna go ahead and put a discount link for you to save a little something if you purchase these headphones. But that's not what it's about, because it's not just about these headphones. You can mix in any headphones that you're comfortable with, any headphones that you know, any headphones that you trust, I should say, to give you an accurate reference of what it is that you're actually listening to. Now, I have been listening and mixing in these Wavy One headphones for a few weeks now, pretty much exclusively. Now, it's all started while I was traveling and away. I'm out of the office and I wanted to make sure I'm able to keep up on my work. So I'm like, yo, man, I'm going to do as much work as I can on these headphones. Now, also while I was traveling, I would take my Bose speaker, and I have another little handy Bluetooth speaker that I also use to check my mixes on. And obviously you can always do the car test. But I was so surprised at how I was able to really get great sounding mixes and a lot faster by using the headphones, man. Now, I know a lot of engineers and producers out there frown against mixing in headphones. You know, some guys will swear that you just can't get a good mix on headphones, but I'm here to tell you that's just not the case. I've been mixing on headphones for these last few weeks, specifically these Wavy One Studio headphones. They're isolating, and it showed me, improved a lot to me by working in headphones. Now, let's talk about some of the different benefits that you can get by working with headphones versus studio monitors or working together with them, because the ideal situation would be to use headphones and studio monitors. So we want our mixes to sound good in earbuds, we want them to sound good on the cans, we want them to sound good in studio monitors, in the car, anywhere that you could play your mix. We want it to sound good there, even on the phone. So you need to be using all of these sources to really check. But when you have one source that you can trust to kind of give you a broad perspective of everything, that's one go-to. And I think checking your mixes and headphones at least will do that. So my process recently has been where I literally start the mix in the cans, and I work on about 90% of the mix in the cans. I get it sounding pretty much how I want it to sound, and then I switch over to my mains here with the subs and everything and get that low end nice and tight, nice and beefy. The low end I find is easy to work in after that mid range. The low mids and the highs have been really taken care of, which is one thing that the headphones are great at for sure. Now, the low end response is pretty good on these headphones, but obviously you're not getting that room rattling bass, you know, to make sure that your bass is gonna rattle the pictures on the wall, which I need to do. So I always check and make sure I check my mixes in the subs. But one of the benefits to mixing in headphones is that you get to take your studio with you wherever you go. If your mix setup is completely in the box and you are mixing on a pair of these cans or any cans that you have, you basically can take your studio anywhere. You could be on a flight, you could be in a hotel room, you could be at home in the basement, a garage, whatever. You get to take your studio with you and be able to work no matter where you are. And that's a huge benefit today, because we're doing so much work so much faster. Everybody's moving around, traveling around. It's good to be able to have a solution that can come with you and the sound doesn't change. Now, I could take my Atom A7X studio monitors out of the studio and take them to my home and work on them there, but they're gonna sound different. From one room to the next, your monitors sound different in every single room, because what you're hearing is the monitors interacting with the room. The headphones are always gonna sound the same no matter what room you're in. So that's one reason why I think that they're really good to mix with. Another reason that I really have been enjoying mixing in these Wavy One Studio headphones is that everywhere is the sweet spot. While I'm mixing, I'm bopping around, I'm moving all around, bobbing my head and stuff. I'm really getting into the music. Every time I do that, every time you bob your head, your perspective changes, right? Now, if you're able to sit there really still right there in your sweet spot and not bob your head too much, then that's not an issue for you. But for me, I just can't sit still while I'm mixing. So having headphones allows me to move around, right? Reach gear in my studio if I'm working outside the box. And the whole time I'm in this sweet spot, nothing is changing. The sound doesn't change no matter where or how I move. And that is a really dope feature to me. I've also noticed that listening in headphones and monitoring and mixing through my headphones gives me a much more detailed listening experience. I'm able to hear more fine details, like any clicks or pops or like tongue clips or anything like that, any rumble. That all that becomes a little more apparent and easier to hear in the headphones. So those little details when you're editing, especially if you're cleaning up anything and hearing any a little bit of distortion, when distortion gets introduced, that is also a lot easier to hear and pick up on in the headphones. So that's another great reason I love them. Obviously, when you're mixing in headphones, like we was talking about earlier, the room is not a factor. So it really takes the environment that you're mixing in out the equation. If you are mixing in an untreated environment, you don't have to worry about acoustic treatment and all of these different things. You can simply just mix. When you're working with headphones, the room is just not a factor. You don't have to worry about doing acoustic treatment and all these absorption and diffusion and all of that. You can simply just put these headphones on and you're done. You know, that it doesn't matter where you are. You could be outside, especially with these Wavy One headphones, because they attenuate 31.4 dB of sound coming from the outside, right? So that means if you're sitting next to a busy street, that sound of that street will be attenuated by 33.1 dB, and the same with sound escaping from the headphones. So that's another benefit, is that you can work pretty much anywhere. If you are working from home, you can do your mixes in your room or on an airplane next to somebody and not disturb anybody with your mixing. You can stay up all late at night and mix as long as you want to and not even affect anybody. Now, that's my opinion. I think that I've been having some great results mixing in these headphones. I think you guys should try it out, and I would love to hear your opinions as well. Obviously, it's not I wouldn't recommend only mixing in the headphones. But like I said, I've been mixing about 90% in the headphones and then switching over to my mains to do my final editing. Some people will do the vice versa, to where they'll do most of the mixing in the studio monitors and then do the final test in the headphones, right? Let's switch it up a little bit and see what kind of results you might be getting, all right? Again, I'm gonna leave a link for a discount for these Wavy One Studio headphones down in the description. If you're interested, check them out. If not, I also have a Sweetwater link down there with my affiliate code that you can buy any headphones or any other gear that you like, and by clicking and using that link, it will definitely help support the channel, all right? I'm Wavy Wayne from Wavy.com. I hope that you found this helpful and that it's just open your mind up to exploring some new ideas in the studio, all right? What's that one thing I always say? Be dope.